Welcome to my channel. My name is Henry, and if you're new here, well, let me tell you, I've been around for quite some time. 93 years, to be exact. I've seen this world change in ways that young folks today probably take for granted. From black and white television sets to holding a phone that talks back to you. Yeah, I've lived through all that. But one of the most fascinating transformations I've witnessed is how technology has changed the way we live, and more importantly, how long we live. Today, I want to talk about how advancements in healthcare technology have not only helped me reach this ripe old age, but also how they're shaping a healthier, longer life for future generations. So grab yourself a cup of tea, or coffee if you're like me, and let's take a walk down memory lane, with a few stops in the present, and maybe even a peek into the future. Number 1. Early medical breakthroughs, a world before high-tech. I was born in the 1930s, and back then, the doctor came to your house with a black leather bag and a kind heart, but very little to work with. Antibiotics weren't widespread until the 40s, and even then, something like penicillin was a miracle. I remember my younger brother catching pneumonia, and we all thought that might be the end, but he pulled through. Thanks to one of the first rounds of antibiotics our local clinic had ever received. It was the first time I saw what science could do, not just for the mind, but for the body. Before CT scans, MRIs, or even decent x-rays, doctors relied on their instincts. Back then, getting sick meant you just had to hope your body was strong enough. That world, where illness was almost a coin toss, is where my journey began. Number 2. The rise of medical imaging. Seeing the invisible. Fast forward a few decades, and suddenly we could see inside the human body without even making a cut. I still remember when my wife had her first ultrasound. It was like something out of a science fiction novel. We'd gone from doctors using stethoscopes and intuition to machines that could give you a picture of your baby before it was even born. CT scans, MRIs, ultrasounds, they've all saved lives, including mine. I once had a nasty fall in my late 60s. And it turned out I'd fractured my hip. Thanks to an x-ray and a sharp-eyed radiologist, they caught it early, got me in surgery, and I was walking again within weeks. Imaging took the guesswork out of diagnosis and gave doctors a whole new level of precision. Number 3. The digital revolution, from paper charts to smart records. When I was a kid, doctors wrote everything down on paper, and if you saw a new doctor, good luck. You had to retell your whole medical history from scratch. These days, with electronic health records, all that information follows you like a loyal dog. It means doctors can see what meds you're on, what tests you've had, and even what allergies you've got, all in seconds. I can tell you firsthand, it's made my care smoother, safer, and a whole lot less stressful. At my age, I see a lot of specialists, but now they all stay on the same page, thanks to digital records. It's like having your entire medical life tucked safely in your back pocket, and that's something I never imagined I'd see. Number 4. Remote care and telemedicine, doctors from afar. Back in my day, you had to travel miles to see a doctor, and if you lived in a rural area like I did for a while, that wasn't always easy. But now, you can talk to a doctor from your living room. I've had checkups over video call, shared test results through apps, and even adjusted my medication without setting foot outside. During the pandemic, this kind of care became a lifeline. It's especially helpful for folks like me, who aren't always up for sitting in waiting rooms for hours. Telemedicine might not replace every visit, but it sure makes healthcare more reachable, especially when you're living on borrowed knees and gray hair. Number 5. Wearables and health monitoring, a watch that could save your life. Now here's something that still blows my mind. A wristwatch that tells me my heart rate, how many steps I've walked, and even warns me if something seems off. I wear one every day, and it once alerted me to a dangerously low heart rate. I got checked out, and wouldn't you know it, I needed a pacemaker. That little device on my wrist may have saved my life. For the younger crowd, it's a neat gadget. For us older folks, it's a guardian angel. Technology has made it so we don't have to wait until something feels wrong. It tells us before we even know there's a problem. Number 6. AI and predictive healthcare, the future at our fingertips. Artificial intelligence sounds like something out of a robot movie, but believe me, it's already here, and it's already helping. From predicting who might develop heart disease to analyzing thousands of lab results in minutes, AI is making doctors faster and more accurate. I recently had a test run through an AI system that flagged a potential issue the doctor hadn't even noticed yet. Turns out, it caught something early. Again, maybe just in time. I may not understand how all the code works, but I know this. AI isn't replacing doctors. It's making them even better at their job. And for someone like me, living on precious time, that means the world. Thanks for watching. If you've made it this far, I want to say how much I appreciate you taking a moment to hear the reflections of an old man. You see, I've lived through the days when folks died young and medicine was more guess than science. And now, I'm part of a generation that's benefited from the miracles of medical technology, some of which weren't even dreams when I was a boy. It's not just about living longer, but about living better, healthier, wiser, and with more time to share stories like these. I hope this little journey gave you a glimpse of how far we've come, and maybe sparked some hope for what's still ahead. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around for more reflections, memories, and the occasional tech surprise from Grandpa Henry. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.